Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is super late, and I actually thought that I had done it. It was today when I realized, wait a minute, I didn't do episode 3. I was watching episode 4 and realized I took the notes for it and didn't sit down to review it. So here we are. And we're outside. Y'all like my little grass wall? She cute, right? Now I done moved this. I hope I can get this back in the right position that it was in. Anyway, we out here today because they are in the house sawing, cutting up the floors and all. And I'm sweating. It's a little hot. It's a little humid. I got the Whitney Houston thing going on. You know how Whitney Houston used to sweat above her lip? I got that going on right now. Let me get into the review so I can get on back in the house. Anyway, okay, so Melody and Tisha, they are starting over. Tisha's on her way over to Melody's house, and she brings a bottle of champagne, and this is she and Marceau's brand. They have come up with a champagne. It's going to be infused with chocolate. I'm not sure if that's something I'm trying to try. Like, I don't really do the whole chocolate flavored liqueur. I don't like coffee flavored liquors. Like, I don't do Bailey's. I don't do that. I feel like my coffee need to be coffee. Don't put no liquors in my coffee. I don't want my chocolate tasting like liquor. Like, please. Sometimes we just take it too far with the flavors. That's like that. Y'all remember that Pinnacle vodka? I feel like every other week they were coming out with a new flavor. Like, they had birthday cake, they had chocolate, they had strawberries, peaches, mango. They had all the flavors, and it was gross. Like, way too sweet. So hopefully their chocolate infused, let me not do the air quotes because that's exactly what it is. It's chocolate flavored champagne. So, shout out to my friend Mercedes. She says champagne. So yeah, they got that going on. Black is doing well. She asked how Melody is, and Melody says she focused on Melody. That's Melody's same old song she been singing. I'm focused on me. I'm getting to know me. It's all about the self-love, self-care when it comes to Melody. Tisha, she says she liked the new Mel. Mel, of course, asked how is Tisha and Marceau doing, and she says that the pandemic has brought them closer. They happy, but they do have issues with work-life balance. Marceau be working so much, sometimes he's away from the family more than he is home, and so they have that, but it's nothing that they can't get past. Sometimes Melody, when you talking to her about stuff like this, she's very pessimistic. It's very much like, you guys better get a handle on that. I would hate to see you go down the road that girl, you and Martell ain't Marceau and Tisha. So don't project your insecurities, whatever it is that you went through with your husband. Don't project that onto me and mine, because that ain't what we dealing with. What Martell and Melody have going on is nothing like what Tisha is explaining, that is going on in her marriage with Marceau. But she does that a lot. Okay, Martell, he gonna sit with his mama. He had to put in his snake repellent out here right now, smelling gross. So I was with mama when mama was like, ooh, that smell, I can't do that smell. My husband, y'all can't see it, but he got some down here on the table. I said, did you have to put the snake repellent on inside the pergola, like not around it, like you had to sprinkle a little bit up here on the table, a little bit on the chairs? He said, we don't want no snakes, none whatsoever. Anyway, he sit down with his mama, and he tells her about his run-in with his ex-mother-in-law, and how she was feeling and how she approached him, all that. And mama is basically like, I mean, what she need to talk to you about? Talk to you for what? I think everybody needs to just mind their business. I think that everybody, should worry about themselves. Mama says she ain't getting involved. She's never gotten involved because what goes on between Martell and Melody is between Martell and Melody. So she doesn't interject in any way. And so she feel like Van need to do the same thing. Don't worry about what's going on between, as long as he ain't beating her down, you need to let that alone. She really don't see no reason for them to have any kind of conversation, and I'm in agreement with that. I probably would have just told her. I mean, what we got to talk about? We gonna have to have a conversation. We are about what? What we need to talk about? Me and your daughter, we're already divorced. Like we're doing this co-parenting thing. What do you and I have to discuss? Like, do tell. So I don't understand. I don't understand Melody's mama with that. Okay, Marceau, he sits down with Jalen. He wants to make sure that Jalen is ready to run the restaurant by himself. He and Tisha will be in Texas, for a cigar, I guess like a festival, some type of event that they're going to promote black and promote the champagne. And so he wants to make sure that, he's good. Jalen is like, I'm always here by myself. Y'all need to send help, because I'm always alone with this, and I really don't know what I'm doing. Marceau says that Jalen has what it takes, but he's not a people person. And Jalen is just like, exactly. I'm not a people person. So that shows you really don't know me, because no, I'm not a people person. That's you the one with the gift of gab. And in his confessional, he's like, Marceau want me to be slick, like a slick talker like him. He's a bad teacher, not a good teacher, not good at teaching things, but he can talk. He can talk. That's about it. And that says a lot, Jalen. That says a lot. It also says how you view him. I think you view him as like a bullshitter. And I think we all do, Jalen. We all do. We all feel like Marceau be bullshitting us. All of us. So you ain't alone. You ain't alone on that. He wants, he say he wants to see the best in him and all of that, blah, blah, blah. But he hasn't sent anyone in there to train Jalen. And Jalen's like, all this on the job training ain't really working, because ain't nobody even really doing no training. So yeah, he suggests, let's hire somebody with experience to, be an assistant manager to help me out with all of this. And he said that to begin with, like before he even got hired on. I don't understand why you just won't hire somebody that's qualified for the general manager position. And then Jalen can work in there if he wants to or not, because it doesn't seem like the restaurant business or, the bar business, that sort of thing. It don't even seem like that's, of interest to him. And so it's like, why'd y'all do that? See, that's nepotism, and that's why we can't keep doing that. We can't. There are qualified people out there besides your cousin who can do the job, and it's also Marceau don't want to pay, but you're gonna have to, or you're gonna see your restaurant get ran in the ground. Martell, he meets with Van. They meet at the park, and she tells him that she appreciates him for coming or whatever. Of course, Martell, is acting like he doing her a favor by being there. Of course, she lays out her grievances. He posted things about her keeping the kids away, and she's just like, I would never do that. And here now she gonna bring on some tears. She says that she would never, keep the kids from him. So him putting that out there was offensive and disrespectful to her, because she's a good grandmother, and she's never gonna come in between he and his children. She also says that what is going on between he and Melody is between he and Melody, so that's not her thing. It's just, she never thought that her grandchildren would grow up in separate homes the way that Martell and Melody did. And so it breaks her heart that her children, you know, are now products of a broken home. But it is what it is, mama. It is what it is. Okay, Tiffany and her husband, we see them. They have 2 children. They each have a son from a previous marriage, so they're a blended family. They're also newlyweds. They've only been married a year, and she say they gonna stay newlyweds forever. Good luck with that. Dog, I lost my place. Okay, so she tells him, you know, that she's gonna go out. Well, she tells him what she's been doing with Melody and how she's helping them or whatever, and that in doing that, she was invited to a birthday celebration for Destiny. And she says, I think I've met her, but I don't know her like that. You know, she just tells him she's excited about going. She's about to get to know these girls. She's excited about, you know, meeting the rest of the group. Okay, Tisha, she gets to Houston, and she gets there alone because Marceau has, he had to stay back and handle some last minute things with the champagne. She gets in and she calls him, and he only concerned with, okay, so when I get there, we smashing, so we having sex. Okay, so when we having sex again after that? That's his concern. When is the sex going down for the week? Because they're gonna be gone a whole week, I believe. So without the kids, it's kind of like they're there for work, but it's kind of like vacation as well. They're gonna have a few date nights, I'm sure. But he'll be there. I guess he'll be there the next day. But he ain't there right now. Destiny's brunch. Okay, so Destiny, she invited her friends, all her friends from around the way. Melody shows up. She's wearing this red dress, and so does Destiny. They both got their freakum dresses on. Destiny shares that, you know, she didn't have a good day the day before. Like, it hasn't been going really well for. She's been up and down with this divorce, and so this is just what she needed, a birthday party, you know, with her girls. Kimmy shows up, you know, and a few other people. Melody and Destiny, they chat or whatever, and Destiny shares that, like I said, she didn't have a good day, and Melody felt a way about it because Melody feels like she should, you know, she wants to be there for Destiny, you know, and Destiny isn't allowing her to be a friend. She's kind of being closed off, and it does make you feel a way when other friends know about what's going on with your friend, and you sitting there like, well, damn, friend, I didn't know any of this was going on, you know. So it's kind of, it makes you feel like, okay, friend might not trust me with, you know, certain information because she ain't even letting you know, she ain't telling me nothing. So she says she gonna let it go. She gonna let her friend have a good birthday. She ain't gonna bring it up just yet. Okay, Kimmy, she comes and pulls up a chair, you know, and Melody mentions the divorce, and Kimmy's like, ooh, wrong conversation. Let me turn around and go on out the door. Let me sit somewhere else. Destiny just tells them, and it's very high school, kind of like when everybody in the group knows somebody lost their virginity, and then somebody don't know, and then it's kind of like, girl, I know. Well, I might as well tell you. Like, it's good news. I'm like, okay, so I'm divorced. It's like, what? Whoa. Whoa, so what happened? How did we get here? You know, like, you have this has to be a trickling down type of thing. Like, you don't just spring on your friend, oh yeah, by the way, friend, I'm divorced. Friend gonna be looking like, what the hell happened in between now and then? You got to spill the beans, sis. So that's where Kimmy is at. She is confusion. She doesn't understand what happened, but what are the details? What are the details? She's just like, y'all broke up. What? No. It's because Destiny is like, cheers to it. Cheers to it. No. Ain't no cheers to it, Destiny. You see, you can't be in this type of headspace about your divorce and then expect people to be in that same headspace. Because if my friend came to me and told me that she had gotten a divorce, I'm not going to be happy for her. You know, unless she was really leaving a bad, toxic situation, then I'm gonna be sad that that you know, I'm gonna be sad about the dissolution of a marriage, of a family, all of that. So Destiny is just, she gives mixed signals when it comes to this. Like, are you happy you divorced? Are you sad? Girl, we don't know. We can't keep up. Tiffany and Kimmy know each other from their sons playing football. And Kimmy in the confessional was like, oh yeah, we all know about her and that wedding on the baseball park. She surprised her husband with a wedding at the baseball field. It was just like, surprise, we get married. So yeah. Then the girl brings up Monster. Oh yeah, what was that about Monster vaping in the bathroom? And Kimmy like, excuse me, what? Yeah, Monster was vaping in the bathroom. That sound like a Maurice question. Cause that ain't my child. And what you doing? And Kimmy was kind of stuck, but she definitely needed to ask some questions, because what are you doing, Tiffany? What does that have to do with anything right now? Why is that table conversation? Why are we talking about this boy, this child, by the way, putting that out there on national television like that, painting a bad picture of the child? Why? I don't understand. But Tiffany, she got a big mouth. That's obvious from, from this episode and the next one. It's obvious that she got a big mouth. She got a big mouth. They also talk about Destiny's marriage. It comes up, I don't even know how, but Tiffany is like, oh, that's where I know you from. Your husband got an award, right? He received an award. And everybody's like, oh yeah, he got an award for such and such and such. And she said, yeah, that's where I know you, because I thought that there was a woman with him at the award ceremony. And when I met you at Melody's house, I said, oh girl, I saw you last night. I loved your dress. It was so beautiful. And you said, that wasn't me. And so now it's, wait a minute. Well, who was it? Everybody is, looking like, oh, wait a minute. Tea? Is this tea? Go on and spill, Tiffany. Destiny just gets up and is like, you know what? Hold that thought. She gets up and just excuses herself to the bathroom. Tiffany, in her confessional, has the nerve to be like, what did I say? I mean, I didn't say anything that was that serious. Like, I feel like her running to the bathroom is a bit dramatic. It's a bit much, but I'll let you cry on your birthday. Why you coming in being like that, Tiffany? Girl, we don't even know you. She doesn't even go here. And she's just giving too much. She's just giving a lot. But that's where we ended out at. Let me get on here and finish up episode 4 so that I can have all of this stuff uploaded. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot out here. So we ain't doing this again. We ain't doing this again because I am hot. I'm hot. Okay, guys. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.